Hey there, Lincoln here from boacademy.org. Today I'm going to talk to you about Switchback Energy, the SPAC taking Chargepoint public, and how they just received a great rating from an analyst. Recently, Wolfe Research, a respected automotive analyst on the market, took SBE, Switchback Energy, and Chargepoint over Fisker and Lordstown Motors. And he has a buy rating for Switchback Energy at $50 per share, which is 3 times more than what he rated Lordstown Motors and Fisker. So let's look into that report. This report says that Wolfe Research is starting to dig into the EV market, and they have 3 new ratings for companies in this market. First up is Fisker, the consumer EV car company that's competing with the likes of Tesla and just recently went public via a SPAC merger. Wolfe Research initiated their coverage of Fisker with an underperform rating and $16 in their price target, which is about $1 above their current share price. Next up, Wolfe Research went into Lordstown Motors, another consumer EV car company that's also competing with Fisker and Tesla. And Wolfe Research also rated this company an underperform with a price target of $14, which is $4 beneath its current share price of $18 per share. When it comes to Workhorse, the commercial EV company, Wolfe and his team gave it a hold rating with a price target of $24 per share, which is $3 above its current share price. Finally, Wolfe Research gave Switchback Energy Chargepoint a price target of $50 per share with an outperform rating. And that is currently about $8 above the current share price of $42 per share. So all of this makes sense. If you've been watching this channel for the last few months, you will know that I am bullish on Chargepoint, on Switchback Energy, because Chargepoint is the ultimate pickaxe for the EV industry. When the EV industry succeeds, so does Chargepoint. When Chargepoint succeeds, so does the EV industry, because Chargepoint provides the charging stations necessary to make EV vehicles viable to consumers. Consumers won't buy EV cars unless there are enough EV charging stations around the world and where they are. When they need to charge their car, they want to know that they will have a charging station nearby at home or on the road. If they're on a long road trip, they want to make sure they have a place to charge their car so they don't break down in the middle of nowhere. And Chargepoint is leading the way in that. Chargepoint has the largest charging network around the world, with over 100,000 charging ports around the world, mainly in the United States and Europe, with greater expansion planned for Europe. Chargepoint beats their next closest competitor by 7 times. That's how far ahead Chargepoint is over the competition. So yeah, it makes sense that these analysts would rate Chargepoint better than the EV car makers themselves, because any of those car makers can fail, or they just might not perform as well as investors expect them to. So they may be overpriced, or they may be undervalued, but no one knows. But Chargepoint, I believe, is surely undervalued right now, and this company is only going to get more and more valuable as they continue to scale. Remember, right now, the company makes most of its revenues from their hardware sales. That's great, they make lots of money, but the way they scale to over $2 billion in revenue by 2026 is by growing their software and services recurring revenues. They need to become a SaaS company. They need to build once and charge over and over again. So if they can continue to sell their hardwares to businesses and entrepreneurs to build their own charging stations and sell their software and services offerings along with those hardware sales, then Chargepoint stands to reach its goal of making their recurring revenues 49% of their annual revenues. And to make this even clearer, that means that in the future, most of their expenses will be front-loaded. They will have already paid off their expenses. So when they make money from the recurring software and services business, they will be making mostly profit. Well, 40% or so, 42%, which is great. They have a plan to get to 42% in profit margins by 2026, and that's the same time when they reached 49% of the revenues being from recurring revenues. Chargepoint is also growing at a compounded annual growth rate of 60%. Next year, they're going to do 46%. 2022, 75%. 2023, 74%. The next year, 63%. 2025 slows down a little bit, back to 45%. In 2026, they're at 45%. That is high growth. This company will only continue to grow as the EV penetration grows. We currently sit at 3% EV penetration on the market, but Chargepoint sees this growing to 10% by 2026, which again is around the same time when they reach 49% of their revenues being from the recurring software and services businesses. Today, those businesses only make up a small fraction of Chargepoint's revenue. That's why I think this business is grossly undervalued over the next 6 years. If I'm investing for 5 to 10 years or even 20, 30 years, Chargepoint is reasonably undervalued given how much they're going to grow the recurring revenues. The key is recurring revenues. So a price target of $50 per share from Wolfe Research is great, but I think that's conservative. I can see this getting to over $100 per share within the next 2 years. I feel pretty good about this one, and that's why Switchback Energy, the SPAC taking Chargepoint public, is over 30% of my portfolio. So I'm very happy to see this rating, and I hope that if you're invested in Switchback Energy, Chargepoint too, that you're also happy. So that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and like the video below, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and comment your thoughts below on what you think about Wolfe Research and what you think about Chargepoint and the other companies that received ratings from Wolfe Research today. And if you feel like sharing, tell me your price target for Chargepoint down below. And of course, if you want to help the channel grow and get more access to me and get direct answers to your investment questions, then join us over at patreon.bullacademy.org. You'll be able to engage in our Discord channel where we share resources to help one another grow our wealth together and discuss the SPACs and stocks that we're all invested in. And you will also have a chance at winning $200 every month just for being a loyal and engaged patron. And you will have priority access to request videos on companies that you would like me to cover. So if you're interested in all of that, I hope to see you over at patreon.bullacademy.org. I'm Lincoln with bullacademy.org. Thank you again and have a great day.